Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
The city of Farmington is better prepared in case of emergencies, and the St. Francis County Ambulance District's tactical medical team is ready as well. Plus, what's Isaac's impact on our weather and gas prices going to be? All of these stories and is cooler weather on the way.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. The city of Farmington is better prepared in case of emergencies thanks to upgrades at its operations center. Emergency Management Director Dan Duncan tells 18 Eyewitness News that the city now has a radio backup system in place to communicate with area hospitals, mental health facilities, and the prison.
The infrastructure is like you said, the telephones, cell phones. If those go down, there was no way to communicate with those, agencies.
And points out during emergencies, it can be difficult trying to make a call.
Right. And with cell phone technology, is if everybody's on the system, you find that sometimes you cannot get on the system to make an emergency call.
Duncan says they have also set up a dedicated phone line to the State Emergency Management Agency. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our wet forecast. Right, Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Isaac is inching its way closer to southeast Missouri. We saw clouds increasing all day long from the south to the north, and we're going to continue to see those throughout the evening hours. Some areas down to our south will also start seeing the rainfall late this evening. The further north you go, the later it will be. Looking at current conditions to southeast Missouri, we're in the low 90s in northern parts of our viewing area, and we're in the mid 80s in southern parts of our viewing area. 91 in Festus, 90 in Potosi, Ironton right now at 89, as well as in Fredericktown, 88 in Piedmont, Poplar Bluff at 86 and 87 right now in Cape Girardeau. Going through the evening hours, mostly cloudy skies at 7 p.m., 86 degrees. As I said, further south you go, the more clouds there will be. 9 p.m. mostly cloudy, 82. We're going to continue that cloud cover through the evening hours through overnight, 78 degrees by midnight. As I said, those showers and thunderstorms are going to start developing down to our south in the southern portions of our viewing area late tonight, about midnight or so, and work its way up. So thunderstorms should be here for your morning commute. I'll have more details on Isaac coming up later in weather.
To prepare a tactical medical team to deal with a school or movie theater shooting, the St. Francis County Ambulance District spent a week training in high-pressure situations. Administrator David Tetro admits some team members may have been surprised by the intensity of the training.
I'm not sure if they were well prepared for a week of tactical medical training, because today's Thursday and they are wore out. So they have shown that they are not as well prepared as we thought we were, but they're getting through it. But I don't think they officially realized how hard it was going to be.
Tetro says the next step is to begin working with area law enforcement agencies so they can work on the front lines together.
Right now we stage in a safe location, could be a mile or two away from their bust or their initial entry, and once we work with them and work closely with them, gain their respect and trust, and do training with them.
The St. Francis County Ambulance District did their tactical training exercises at Farmington High School. In tomorrow's report, we'll get the school's perspective on the training from Superintendent Dr. Natalie Thomas. The city of Fredericktown is moving ahead with improvements to its water plant. Earlier this week, the City Council adopted an ordinance to move forward with the upgrades. Utility Manager Stan Gilliam says this first project must be completed. It's under a deadline.
The project that we're looking at for 2013, which must be completed by November of 2013, is a mixed oxidant type system to put into water plant. That will replace the current chlorine system that we use to disinfect the water. The mixed oxidant is just another way to disinfect the water, but it doesn't have some of the downside effects of chlorine.
Gillian says the firm of Horner and Shiffen will begin working on the project this fall.
There are several things that has to happen. We have to generate the plans, submit this to DNR for approval, and then once that is done, then we have to get quotations on the equipment. The first phase of this mixed oxidant system, the city is going to try to install that ourselves, trying to save them as much money as possible.
The improvements will be paid for by the 1/2 cent sales tax that voters approved back in April. Drought-stricken southeast Missouri will get a long drink of rainfall thanks to Tropical Storm Isaacs. National Weather Service meteorologist Ben Miller tells 18 Eyewitness News that the former Category 1 hurricane will roll into our area Friday afternoon or evening.
Rainfall totals at this point look like they're going to be in the 2 to 4 inch range, and depending on the exact track, may be just a little bit higher than that.
Miller says the service doesn't expect any flooding. However, folks spending time near the water this holiday weekend should keep an eye on river levels.
Whether they're going to be camping or potentially floating or canoeing or doing something like that, is the potential is there for the rivers to come up quite a ways and rather quickly. So certainly be careful where you set up your campsites and just pay attention to what's going on.
Miller says 2008 was the last time that a tropical storm rolled into our area when both Gustav and Ike visited southeast Missouri. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, what has been Isaac's effect on gas prices? We'll have that story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day and 6 months same as cash financing. No hassle leasing and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customer. In Doniphan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance.
Sing a song about the Heartland. Sing a song about my life.
Oh, the blood of Jesus washes. Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Gasoline prices across southeast Missouri have jumped by a dime or more in just the last week. Senior petroleum analyst Greg Lukowski of GasBuddy.com says don't blame Isaacs for shutting down offshore oil wells.
Even if Hurricane Isaac had never materialized, I think we would be seeing gasoline prices rise in most parts of the country, simply because for the last 4 weeks, the Department of Energy has been reporting that crude oil inventories as well as gasoline inventories have been on the decline. So that would suggest higher prices.
However, Lukowski notes that Isaac did cause a number of refineries to close down.
Shutting these places down and then getting them to ramp back up is a much more extensive process, and it can take up to 2 weeks for those to become fully operational. So this is what's putting a lot of stress on the supply side, and we're certainly seeing it not just in the Gulf Coast region, we're seeing this in the Midwest.
You can always find the lowest gas prices in our area by clicking on the Gas Buddy icon on our websites, KDKZ18.com and Froggy96online.com. A major construction project on Route 34 in Bollinger County is expected to get underway next week. Missouri Department of Transportation Project Manager Eric Kraft says the work will start at Rock Cut. That's the curve just before Woodlawn School and will extend to County Road 808.
Basically what we're doing is flattening some curves, we're widening the road to add shoulders, and we're doing some resurfacing work.
Kraft says folks driving near the school should be aware of construction that will start right after Labor Day.
So there's going to be some construction out there, signs up, probably some slower speeds through work zones that the traveling public need to be aware of, and just bear with us as we get these improvements done, because this is certainly something that we've been looking forward to doing, and we know the folks in the area are looking forward to it as well.
The price tag on the 25-mile project is $8.3 million. An Advance man will go on trial next August on charges of kidnapping and rape. 51-year-old Stephen Rendelman is facing 8 charges in connection with a March incident in Stoddard County. Now, according to court documents, Rendelman kidnapped a woman from a bar. When a sheriff's deputy caught him with her, he tried to run the deputy down with his truck. In May, Rendelman was granted a change of venue to Franklin County. Earlier this week, Judge Gail Wood set Rendelman's trial for August 28, 2013. Now, if Rendelman is convicted, he faces life in prison without parole because he's already pleaded guilty to rape charges in 1984 and 1990. And still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, Von Carricker joins us on Ask the Attorney.
Isaac's inching its way closer to southeast Missouri. I have all the details coming up next in your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. We've been tracking Isaac all day long, and we're going to continue to track Isaac at least until the weekend is over with. Let's take a look at weather headlines for southeast Missouri. As I said, we're continuing to track Isaac. Showers and thunderstorms develop late tonight to the south and should be here in the northern parts of our viewing area by the morning hours. And it looks like mid-80s for tomorrow and lower 80s for Saturday. Here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the low 90s up in Festus at 91, Potosi 90 degrees, 89 in Ironton and Fredericktown. But as we go further south, Poplar Bluff 86 and 87 right now in Van Buren. Here at the station, we have a current temperature of 88 degrees under a mostly cloudy sky. Feels like 88 out there. Current dew point 62, 42% humidity, and a southeast wind at 8 miles per hour. Here's the story that's going to happen for tomorrow. Isaac is right here. He's going to push his way into our area late tonight into tomorrow. Morning, we'll start seeing those showers and thunderstorms, but as the afternoon progresses into the evening hours through Saturday, that's when we'll see the best chance for Isaac's moisture here in southeast Missouri. So what's the track in store for Isaac as we head through the next couple of days? Down to our south Friday morning is where it'll be. It's a low pressure system. It'll finally get here about the main portion of it Saturday morning, and it'll start moving over to the east into Illinois by Sunday, and then on Monday we'll start seeing it into Indiana and Ohio. What's in store for locally? Here's your local threat. Heavy rainfall plus or minus 4 to 6 inches. Some areas could see less, some could see more than 6 inches. Timing be late tonight into tomorrow morning. South portions of our viewing area we'll see late tonight, and then morning hours will be the northern portions of our viewing area, and flooding is a possibility here in southeast Missouri. So for tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies. More clouds increase throughout the evening hours. Some rain down to our south, especially in our lower portions of our viewing area. 69 in Van Buren, 72 in Piedmont, 70 in Fredericktown, 74 in Cape Girardeau. Then for tomorrow, 86 degrees, showers and thunderstorms pretty much all day long. The further we go along throughout the day, the more intense those showers and thunderstorms. We could see some flooding out of this, so be prepared. 88 in Festus and 86 in Potosi, down to our south, 83 in Van Buren and 87 in Poplar Bluff. The next several days are looking like this through southeast Missouri. Saturday, those showers and thunderstorms continue, high of 81, 82 with morning thunderstorms on Sunday. Should see a partly cloudy day by Sunday afternoon. Monday, mostly sunny, partly sunny on Tuesday and Wednesday, temperature around 90. And then we're back into the mid-80s on Thursday with some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Another look at our weekend forecast, 81 for Saturday, with a low of 70 with showers and thunderstorms, and then AM showers and thunderstorms on Sunday with a temperature around 82 degrees. That's Check Your Storm Tracker weather forecast. You can get the latest on Isaac with our hurricane tracker at our website at KDKZ18.com. Fred, back to you.
Dustin, thanks a lot. We're looking forward to that wet weekend. Now, Fred Jr. is in the studio with Ask the Attorney.
Von Carricker joins us today for Ask the Attorney.
Let's talk about VA claims versus Medicaid claims. Now, more and more veterans are starting to need nursing home care. They're getting older, they're getting frailer, they're needing that extra care that they can't get at home. And I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to do financial planning before you apply for Medicaid or before you apply for aid and attendance under the VA pension plan. Now, for veterans, this is complicated stuff, but it really matters because, listen, if you go into a skilled nursing facility as a Medicaid patient, Medicaid's going to make you spend half of your life savings to qualify for that assistance. They're going to make you spend down to poverty. And whoever's left at home is going to have to get by on the remainder of what Medicaid doesn't take from you. Now, if you're not a millionaire, or if you don't have long-term insurance, or if your loved ones are likely to live for a long time, this is a real problem because they're going to need your money. So the amount of money that you receive while on Medicaid, it also affects what you could receive from the VA and vice versa. My law partner Kevin and I are both members of the National Association of Elder Law Attorneys. And I'm also an accredited VA attorney who's licensed to practice before the United States Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims.
We must remind you that the choice of an attorney is an important one and should not be based solely upon advertising.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Are you ready for back to school? I've got a crash course in last-minute school shopping just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge, where caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment. With a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archer Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archer Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
Whether you've finished your school shopping or are scrambling to get it done, saving money is always a welcome lesson. Money expert Stacy Johnson has a few creative ways to make the grade without flunking your family's finances.
For back to school, I'm one of those wait to the Sunday before.
Tyler Rice may be waiting to shop for back to school, but he's definitely ringing up the bargains for other families. According to the National Retail Federation, back to school spending is expected to hit nearly $84 billion this year, making it the second largest shopping event behind the holidays. If you're among the many doing back to school shopping, here are the ABCs of savings on last minute school shopping. Before you shop, do these 5 things. First, inventory what you have. Next, make a list of the things you need. Third, get friends together for a clothes swapping party. Fourth, check used, garage sales, consignment shops, Goodwill, etc. And last, take advantage of coupons and sales. And if you've got a smartphone, put it to work. There are all kinds of apps, from ones that will show you mall directories and local specials to coupon apps that will give you savings codes to use at registers or online. Most of them are free. And here's one last tip. Buy the bare minimum now and then wait for the inevitable clearance sales, which you know are going to start in a couple of weeks. Retailers are going to have to move out some of this stuff to prepare for the holiday season.
Usually it's the middle of September, early October, because we start getting our Christmas. Usually we have everything on sale, and not only that, but we get like extra discounts as well.
Want to learn more ways to save on back to school? Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for shopping. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu. Neil Armstrong will always be in the history books as the first person to walk on the moon and a true American hero who helped spark a love for science in our country. That's when the Apollo 11 crew landed on the moon July 20th, 1969. Jason Lindsay with Hooked on Science looks back at that day and how that love for science continues to fade in our country. Lindsay shows us how we can spark a love for science by using a Kool-Aid burst bottle and a few other ingredients from around the home.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
An unforgettable moment in our history. America's race to the moon launched a generation of scientists. They were inspired by a sense of patriotism, the wonders of space, and enabled by the country's newfound commitment to science. So what's happened since then? The United States now ranks 25th in math and 17th in science when compared to 34 other industrialized countries. What can you do to help change this trend? It's easy. All you got to do is some science with the kids around you. For example, Ethan and I turned this ordinary Kool-Aid burst bottle into a rocket. Squeeze it, Ethan. There it goes there. Learn how to make this by going to our website. That's hookedonscience.org. And thank you, Neil Armstrong, for helping get America hooked on science.
Go to Hooked on Science under the Lifestyles tab at KDKZ18.com for this experiment and others that might get you and your family hooked on science.
And coming up in sports, the Farmington Black Knights home opener will start 2 hours earlier, and the Fredericktown Black Cats home opener will also start earlier than planned. The Cardinals are shut out again by the Pirates, and Mizzou releases this season's basketball schedule. These stories and more coming up in sports on 18 Eyewitness News.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095.
This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News with Jeremy Martin.
The impact of Tropical Storm Isaac is already being felt in southeast Missouri. The Black Knights have moved up the start of Friday night's game by 2 hours because of any potential storms. Kickoff for the game is now set for 5 o'clock Friday afternoon, with the gates opening at 4 o'clock. Of course, you can hear all the action on our sister station, Froggy 96, or online at froggy96online.com. Our pregame show will start at 4:30, and you can watch all the action Sunday afternoon at 3 on KDKZ Channel 18. The Fredericktown Blackcats also have moved up their football game for tomorrow afternoon. They will start at 1 o'clock, a pregame of 12:30 on our sister stations, AM 1450 and 103.9 FM. You can catch all the action right here Sunday at noon on Channel 18 KDKZ. After the Cardinals had built their edge for a potential playoff spot to 3 games with a victory on Monday, St. Louis failed to score even 1 run the rest of the series against Pittsburgh. After losing 9-0 on Tuesday night, St. Louis was blanked by Wandy Rodriguez and the rest of the Pirates 5-0 Wednesday night. The road doesn't get any easier for the Cardinals. St. Louis travels to the nation's capital to take on the National League East Division leading Nationals in a 4-game series starting tonight. And a home-and-home series with UCLA, the annual Busch Braggin' Rights clash with Illinois and St. Louis, and this year's top preseason tournament, the Battle for Atlantis, highlight Mizzou's basketball schedule. In addition, the Tigers will begin their first season of play in the Southeastern Conference, which includes 18 regular season games as Mizzou looks to make their 5th consecutive trip to the NCAA tournament. In all, Missouri will have 19 home games, beginning with exhibition contests versus Northwest Missouri State on October 29th and Missouri Southern on November 4th. The Tigers will also host Southeast Missouri State in a regular season game on December 4th. And that's a look at sports. Fred and Dustin, back over to you.
Dustin Kopp, I don't know if you've got to see it or not, and I wish I could have had you out earlier, but there's some signs all over the area that says, "Welcome Isaac." It's like a big party around this part of the country. We're waiting on, Isaac to get here to dump its rainfall.
Well, we do need the rainfall, no question about that. However, the amount of rainfall and how fast it's going to fall and how slow it's going to fall, I know that's kind of contradictory, but it's kind of going to do both. We're going to see a pattern of a slow-moving system pushing through with heavy rainfall, falling fast. So therefore, we're going to possibly see some flooding. I know we're hoping not to see any flooding, but probably some creeks may see those flooding, maybe even some streets if you don't have good drainage on your street. But we do need the rainfall, and we're going to start seeing that late tonight into tomorrow morning. The better chance of rainfall would be tomorrow afternoon into Saturday, but nonetheless, we're still going to get it. It's on its way. We've been tracking it all day long, and we're going to continue to track it until it's gone. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast, and Isaac will be here for tomorrow. 86 degrees. Isaac's going to continue through Saturday. Showers and thunderstorms 81. 82 on Sunday. However, those showers and thunderstorms should end by late morning hours, giving us a partly cloudy day. Hopefully we can get some sun out on Sunday. Enjoy the Sunday afternoon, unless we're swimming in Isaac, but who knows. And Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're warming back up to near 90, plenty of sunshine, and then another round of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday with temperature around 86. As I said, we are tracking Hurricane Isaac. I guess I shouldn't say a hurricane. He's not a hurricane anymore, but we are nonetheless tracking Isaac, and you can track him too at KDKZ18.com. We do have a hurricane tracker on our website.
All right, very good, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later on tonight at 10 o'clock with more. Until then, have a blessed evening, and God bless everyone.
Again, the news doesn't stop here. Just go to KDKZ18.com for your latest news, weather, and sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have a good evening. We'll see you tonight at 10. Newswatch is next.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.